The Path, written by Nancy R. Ginsberg, read by Tessa Kershnar in loving memory of Ruthe. The young woman set her foot on the path of life. "Is the way long?" she asked. And her guide said, "Yes, and the way is hard, and you will be old before you reach the end of it. But the end will be better than the beginning." The young woman was happy, and she would not believe that anything could be better than these years. So she played with her children and gathered flowers for them along the way and bathed with them in the clear stream. And the sun shone on them and life was good. And the young woman exclaimed, "Nothing will ever be lovelier than this." The night came, and with it storms. The path was dark, and the children shook with fear and cold. The woman drew them close and covered them with her mantle, and the children said, "We are not afraid, for you are near, and no harm can come." And the woman said, "This is better than the brightness of day, for I have taught my children courage." The morning came, and they came to a hill, and the children climbed and grew weary. And the woman was weary, but at all times she said to the children, "A little patience and we are there." So the children climbed, and when they reached the top they said, "We could not have done it without you." And the woman, when she lay down that night, looked up at the stars and said, "This is a better day than the last, for my children have learned endurance in the face of hardship. Yesterday I gave them courage. Today I have given them strength." And when they woke, the children looked at the never-ending horizon, and they became filled with despair. But the mother took them by the hand and turned them to look back across the long road they had traveled. Together they recalled the joy they had shared and their many accomplishments along the way. At the end of the day, the woman felt deep peace in her heart, for she knew she had taught them hope. The next day came strange clouds that darkened the earth, clouds of war and hate and evil. The children groped and stumbled, and the woman said, "Look up, lift your eyes to the light." And the children looked and saw above the clouds an everlasting glory, and it guided them and brought them beyond the darkness. That night the mother said, "This is the best day of all, for I've given them faith." The days went on, and the weeks, the months and the years, and the woman grew old, and she became little and bent. But her children were tall and strong and walked with courage. When the way was hard, they helped their mother. When the way was rough, they lifted her, for she was light as a feather. At last they came to a hill. Beyond the hill, they could see a shining road and golden gates wide open. The woman said, "I have reached the end of my journey. Now I know that the end is better than the beginning, for my children can walk alone and their children after them." The children all gathered around their mother. "You will always walk with us," they said, "even when you've gone through the gates." They stood and watched her as she went on alone. The gates closed after her, and her children said, "We cannot see her, but she is with us still. She is more than a memory. She is a living presence."